Hello and welcome to the Professor Kev Show. As you can see, I'm my friend Radhika with us, and she's an influencer on Instagram in the health space. Good evening, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
So before we talk about your activities on Instagram, tell me a little bit about you as a person. What should I know about you?
I'm a fitness influencer in the making. I'm a student currently. I'm 18. I will be leaving for college soon. And I have been a national level swimmer in my country, which is India. And that's pretty much it. I started my fitness journey like 4 years ago. And that's how I got into this, really.
So tell me about being a swimmer because I don't know
Mhm.
much about it. So when I think swimming, I think like the Olympics and you read about these people who are in the pool for 8 hours a day and have to eat,
Mhm.
all these calories. What's been
Yeah.
your experience as fueling to be a swimmer?
Right. So I started swimming. I was always a water baby. I loved being in the water and in the pool since I was 2 years old. And that's how I really got into swimming. My father has been a okay swimmer, so he like got me into it. And yeah, and as you said, even I dreamt of being an Olympian swimmer, but obviously, it didn't happen, of course. And I just got into it because my school had the opportunities, and then I think kind of naturally picked it up, and that is how journey progressed. And no, I did not train for like 8 hours. Um, I only trained for like maybe 2 hours, 5 days a week, and that's it. That has been my journey in swimming, really.
All right, so tell me about becoming an influencer on Instagram in the health and fitness space. When you
Mhm.
told me that, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of competition in that space.
Yeah.
So tell me what made you want to jump in?
So when I started my Instagram public account, really, I was 16, and I really felt that my age could be my strong point, really, because I felt that I could connect to the real life issues and the real problems which a lot of people would face my age. Because it's easier said than done. Because my mom could give me advice, and I just say, "Oh, you don't know what it feels like being at this age." But I think it would be more helpful for a person your age to like literally tell you like, no, what they're saying is right. So I thought I could have a better connection with the audience, really, because Instagram was like taking over during that time. And I thought that this could be a good niche for my own, because I had a passion for fitness, really. And I just wanted to like give what I gained from Instagram and social media, really.
So talk to me a little bit about the types of content you're sharing. What is your niche? But I know it's people your age, but what are you focusing on?
Well, I really want to like focus on building a lifestyle around fitness, because the one lesson I've learned being in fitness and like being fitness fanatic is just that it's not a race. It's a marathon, and like you have to take it day by day. You can't think that okay, I'll just like, get into my fitness era for like a month and then lose it in a month. It
Yep.
has to be like a lifestyle. So I want to build people and help people understand that losing weight is not a mission. It's more of like an idea of life, an idea of being healthy, really.
Yep.
Because when you're dying, you don't want to like know what, like how many pounds you weigh. It's really like thinking about, oh, I lived a good life and I was healthy throughout.
I like
It's
that.
more of that idea.
What's interesting to me is, as we
Mhm.
talked before the show, I'm 60 and I've been focusing more on my health. And I face
Mhm.
the same challenges people your age do. You know what? There's going to
Right.
be days when I'm not going to eat well. There's going to be days
Absolutely.
when more than days when I don't exercise the way I want to. But
Hmm.
if I let that get in my head, I'm like, oh, why did you eat that yesterday? Then, like you said, what
Right.
type of life am I living? I'm just like, oh, I really want to have some French fries today because I really like French fries, but I
Yeah.
can't because, that's not going to help me reach my health goals. I mean, so
Hmm.
Talk to me about some of the challenges you've had, trying to prepare content and to motivate people, to do it in a healthy way and not just be so focused on the scale and what it says.
Absolutely. So I have personally also faced a lot of ups and downs, having lost 10 kgs in 4 5 months when I was like 13 years old during the COVID times. So it has been a journey which I would want to make simpler for the other people. And that is why I feel the one problem which I faced was thinking about the scale too much. And because honestly the scale lies, it genuinely lies. And I totally understand that you do want to have french fries every day. Like there will be days when you're like, no, I don't want to any healthier version of this. I just want that greasy french fries.
Yeah,
And that's completely okay,
right.
because this, like I said, it has to be a lifestyle,
Yeah,
and you can't give your 100% every day. It's just not possible. But I truly feel that every day you jump into it with the 100% intention. Maybe it's not possible, but you at least jump into it that okay, I'll get the 100% done.
yep. So
And that is how.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Talk to me about the feedback you've been getting on your content. I like when
Mhm.
people are real.
Yeah.
When it's like, okay, you are posting that dish of French fries. It isn't like, hey, look at
Mhm.
my little salad and one ounce of steak. I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
a snack for me. I mean, that ain't gonna
Yeah.
fill me up and stuff. So tell me
Mhm.
about what the type of um, information you received, the feedback you received so far.
Yeah, so I recently started a series where I vlogged every day, and I went throughout, like I vlogged for 25 days, and I put each episode up, which was the Better Everyday series, as I called it. And it was like my pure intention with that series was just to let people know that better every day does not mean that you have to be better than yesterday. It's just about being better today. And with that, I feel I got a very positive response. And like a lot of my friends, when I stopped posting the Better Everyday series, they were like, excuse me, why aren't you posting them? So I felt that, the audience could connect with what I was posting and wanted to see more of it. And that is why I'm coming with up with new ideas and how I can be creative as well as interact and be real with the people, because I don't want any fancy things. I just want the real me to be showcased, because I want to connect to people. I don't want to gain followers for the number.
Yep. I
Mhm.
was kind of smiling at you when you mentioned the scale lies, because I agree with you. Because
Yeah.
this morning, like the last 2 days I spent with my little nephews, they're 6-year-old twins, and I didn't eat well at all. I ate like
Hmm.
a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
And you know what? My weight was okay this morning. And I was like, yes. I feel like I stepped by the weight gods. And then other
Yeah.
days where I'm like, you know what? I was good today. I ate what I was supposed to eat. And you
Hmm.
look up like, dude, why is my weight up today? Like, come
Yeah.
on, I did what I was supposed to do. But
Yeah.
that can get in your head. You're like, well, the heck with it. Go, hey, that day I ate donuts and ate like a 6-year-old, I did okay. I'm going to do that today then. So you
Right.
get focused on the scale in the day-to-day
Mhm.
life, right?
Yeah. That does happen.
But we're all guilty of it. That's how we measure
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
I like one of my friends. Her plan is, I like her plan. Her plan is, how do my jeans fit? That's how she measures
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Like, whatever, these are my favorite jeans. They still fit properly. But she goes, when I
Yeah.
put them on and they're snug, I know I've gone too far. She's like,
Hmm.
I don't own a scale. I don't care what it says. And
Yeah.
when she said that, I just smiled. I'm like, that's a good mentality to have. So, all right, so let's
Yeah.
take it into the future. Crystal ball time. What are you hoping to
Mhm.
accomplish with the idea? How would you define it as successful?
Well, I feel the true success, like for me being an Instagram influencer, and my true success would be really connecting and building a true community who supports not losing weight, not gaining weight, not looking a particular way, which supports health. Because why am I eating a salad at the end of the day? It's because I don't have like, it's to protect my heart really. It's not to look slimmer.
Mm.
It's to protect my heart and to protect my body from any disease which I could possibly get. So my true success would be just like people understanding that looking a certain way does not define you, because what you're doing is for yourself, for your health, for you to feel better. And that is the message I want to spread, really.
That that hit home. I have a friend and she's really thin. If you look at it,
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, she looks good. She's really thin. She is
Mm-hmm.
by far one of the unhealthiest people I've ever met in my life. She has all sorts of illnesses because,
Mm-hmm.
she never ate properly. It was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I want to be thin, so I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
eat a well-balanced meal. And as she's gotten older, it's caught up to her and stuff. So I like that you're trying to get that message out. It's why
Mm-hmm.
doing it. You're doing it for your long-term health, not so,
Yes.
hey, look at me, I'm a size whatever, or I weigh
Yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not sustainable. Eventually, as you get older, it's
Absolutely.
harder to keep that weight. I mean, it's gonna happen to all of
Yeah.
us. You're like,
Uh-huh.
I remember I could eat this and not put on any weight, and now I even look at ice cream and it's gonna be 2 pounds. Just is what it is and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, what's the best way for people to be able to follow your journey? How can they do that?
Well, I am available on Instagram and as well as YouTube Shorts. I am posting on Instagram pretty regularly, and on YouTube Shorts, I am catching up with the content which I've already posted on Instagram. And my Instagram handle would be Radhika's dot at dot the dot gym, because well, it's my personality.
Yeah.
I've become just a gym girl.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, I am at Radhika Lives.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show, and as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I had a lovely conversation.
Thank